Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it
in. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Up to about the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. From the 50, it's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the gun on third, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parsons. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Well, that was better than the first go-around when he lost yardage, but still nothing there, and that sets up a 3rd and long. Tough spot here. Put it mildly. Sometimes I wonder if some of that old-school football should come back into play. You know what I would think here? Quick kick. Try and change field position, help out your team. Around the NFL, an update from a game going on down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Let's go! Ohio!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Watson now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games. Both losses. But just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how. Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there. These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face. A little wind in there. Yeah, that's right. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything? I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving. So get it to the horses. Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. shotgun now for Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 18. Takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
Now they try the right side here. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Watson now going to run the option right. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down following the incompletion. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will score a pick six for the Texans TV. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Rodgers. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Bishop. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Throwing on second down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. They run with Ajayi. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a handoff as they run left side. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Second quarter in Cleveland, and the Bengals out to the early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Well, their offense has struggled for sure, but they get the field goal here and at least get on the board before half.
And that's not something we should underestimate, because just getting points on the board can sometimes have a settling effect on a team. Helps them start their comeback.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Super toe.
Come on, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Room here to run. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On second down, here's Watson. Throwing deep for Galladay. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Around the NFL, second quarter in Atlanta, and really pouring it on now are the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. Might have needed just one more block as it stands, 37-yard return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Rodgers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Throwing right, and that's complete. The 20, 10, touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Around the NFL, second quarter down in Tampa. And the Bucs are out to an early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Gonzalez now to kick this one away.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's we have to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Rodgers will try again on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Jets on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Rodgers to throw on second down. Over the middle here to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And into the red zone now. And Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
That's complete right around the 8. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
On play action, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
319! 319! 319!
A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando, where we'll check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Watson now on second down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Adams. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And now a 1st down following that long gain.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Jets set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted. It's spotted at the 14-yard line. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Now, hold on a second. Why would they decline that, Charles?
I don't have a good answer for you, but let's work the math here a little bit. If you take the penalty, you get 5 yards. Minimum.
You're in the positive in the yardage, and you get to rerun the down you just had.
I like that. I like that little extra on top of the whole thing. This makes 0 sense.
Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. You talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Elsewhere, a third-quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Here we go. Next round. Ohio. Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Nice hit, boy. Here we go. Tie right.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Let's go. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
To throw on second is Watson. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a third down. The Texans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38.
Here's Watson, option left. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And an update from the Circle City up in Indianapolis. And not much trouble for the 49ers in that one. They opened the lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Now on first down. And they'll take over inside the 45, at the 44-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Watch tight, tight end right. Watch tight, tight end right. Here we go.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And the D looking like they may blitz. And to give this time to the tailback. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They come out here in the eye.
Flex round, flex round, flex round, flex round. Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Watch tight end. You got 3.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got his man complete over the middle. That's James. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A very solid gain of 27. Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Ten yards still left on 2nd down.
Here we go.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. The Texans on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 190. 190. Mike 51.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And on 2nd and 10 now. Back near the goal line. Here's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go. 190. 4 down.
Now a handoff looking right. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Everyone's got 4.
From the gun, here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
319! 319!
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. On second down, here's Rodgers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Jets on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
319! All right.
Now Rodgers got to have this one. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.